Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Scrying Mirror. I am back with you to show you the Santa Muerte Tarot. The Book of the Dead is what it says right here. And I never even knew that. I just thought it said Santa Muerte. And then on that back, of course, is Memento Vivere, which means Santa Muerte, and in Spanish. And on the side, it says Tarot, Fabio Listrani, 78 card with booklet, or book, and it's by SCAREBO. And if you look, it's got, see how it shows like the, I don't know if you can see that. So it looks like a Ouija board. But look at the planchette. It looks like a candy skull planchette. I love it so much. I would love to get a Ouija board like that. I would totally buy that. But there's the front of it. And then if you turn it to this side, it has some more like images on the other side. It's just like 4 skulls. And then it's got like this gold like inlay in certain places, like the Santa Muerte. And then of course her right here. And that's just on the box though. It's not on the cards. But the cards are absolutely beautiful. You will love these. But there is that, the back part of that. This is a gorgeous deck. At first I was debating on it because there's 2 of them. There's one that is Santa Muerte, this one, and then there's another one that's Day of the Dead or Santa Muerte something else. It's not like this one. But the reason I didn't like that one, I didn't get that one, is because it's a pit deck. And I just found out that this was on sale now, and I just bought this and it was not on sale. So I'm kind of upset about that. Every time I buy something, I just bought the... it was this one that I just bought, and a book. I just bought a book that was The Psychic Witch for $18. And I just found out on Amazon it was only $15 when I just went to, and I just bought it not like a few days ago. I'm getting really sick of that because they keep doing that. But anyway, I think they should like actually deduct or whatever they can to help you out if you're like a Prime member, but whatever. I know that they switch it from day to day, so I guess they don't really know what's going to happen, so it's understandable. One reason I got this, it had been one that I had been wanting for a long, long time, and it had been in my cart forever. I'm talking like over a year or 2, and I wanted this for a long, long time, just for the simple fact of skulls. Obviously, you can tell I love skulls. This is... It even has a, oops, dang, it's going to break on me. What it is, it even has this in it. And what it is you pull it out, watch its eyes. The eyes close. It's a paper, a letter opener. And when you're done, it's made of all cast iron. And when you, even this is made out of cast iron. The knife is made out of cast iron. And so when you put it back in, watch its eyes. And then you can even do it over here on the side, and it does work. Like you can put it kind of everywhere, but it doesn't fit as well. But you can put it like that and like make it look like it's, you know, like got something in its head. But there was only, the maker only made like so many, and it's all cast iron, and it was handmade. So it's like $300 for this. So I found it at a thrift store. And it was $25, and I was like, God, that's so expensive. And I was like, wait a minute, it's cast iron. And I really wanted it because, of course, I love wolves and skulls. So I was like, I really want it, but I just don't have the money to get it. I had the money, but I just couldn't afford it. So I got in the vehicle and was driving back, and it was like a town away. So I was driving, and I was like, I'm going to look up that skull. I looked it up, and it was online on eBay for $300. You know, as it was like this. And I was like, oh my God. So it was worth the $25 to get it. So I was like so upset. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to call him and tell him I'm going to come and get it tomorrow. I was like, I don't know. He's an older gentleman. So I was afraid that if somebody had seen it and bought it or was going to get it, he wouldn't put it up, or he would forget to like put it up. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just go get it now. So we drove all the way back to the like 45 minutes away to just pick it up because I was afraid somebody might get it. So then I was getting these deals with all these skulls, but I love skulls and I love wolves. That's like my big passion. So I kind of want to do a skulls and wolf deck. But everybody has done so many, just like the Santa Muerte one. Which this one here was, I believe it was $30-something on Amazon. And what it is it's still kind of like a candy skull. And right here, I wanted to put some like rubies on the eyes inside. But do you see all of the detail on this? And absolutely gorgeous, right? Well, it was $30-something on Amazon. But because the packaging was damaged, you've got to pay attention to the packaging. If it says package is damaged, but you'll read the rest if you look at the description, and it says the outside is damaged, but on the inside looks as if brand new. It means that it is brand new. There's nothing wrong with it or no scratches or anything like that. Just the package got messed up. So because of that, it was $3 or $6. $3 or $6 I had to pay for this out of $30. So if you look at it, that's not all that's in it. Let me raise it up for you to let you see the rest of it. Do you see that? Now this part got scuffed. Where is it? Like right here. So I had to put a black permanent marker on it to fix it. But that's fine because it's all the way around. It's got all of this. Oh, that was what I was going to show you. So here's the top. On the inside, I have a selenite piece and all of my rose quartz runes in it. And you can put like anything you want in there. I thought that I would put those in there. So they stay in there. And it's quite like wide. Because you can see how wide it is from this side down. So if you're wanting one and you want to get one for like a good price, like that's how much room is in there. Is all of those. So all those runs. And then I almost couldn't fit this in here though. So I'm kind of like, I had to kind of squish a little one in there. But then it kind of does bowl up. So you can put things in it kind of larger. But then it goes on top, and then that's my, you can put anything in there. Now the reason I was going to do what I was going to do with it when I first got it, I was going to burn in it. I was going to do like an incense thing. Does it not like, see where it looks like kind of like an ashtray? Or where you could put incenses in? I thought that's what it was for. And it is like a plasticky kind of like resin, I don't know. But I didn't feel like that would be something that would actually work. I was afraid that it would just mess it all up on the inside. I could never use it again, and I didn't want to do that. So I just do it like this. Also, after that, when I was at the, oh no, I found that here. He used to do, when we got together, he used to do, do you know the pallets where you go to like the pallet places and there's pallets of stuff for sale and they're really cheap, like priced, right? They're like really, really cheap to price pallets. Well, that's what he used to do. He used to do the pallets and get those for really cheap and then resell them. And it was a really good profit because he wouldn't sell it for expensive. Like if he got it for, and there were days when they would be like $1 a day. And he would go in there and there would be like case knives, like expensive knives. And like, some of y'all may not even know what that is. But anyway, I'm from the Appalachian Mountains, Kentucky, so y'all probably don't even know what that even is. But it's like a little knife that you put in your pocket. And it's really good for hunting and fishing and all of that, or whatever you need it for. And there's a lot of other stuff like tools, batteries, like car parts that you would get. It would be like on the dollar, like $1 a day. Sometimes you would go in and it was like a quarter day. And it was insane because there was like a ton of stuff, like car parts that were hundreds of dollars or something. Or like oil things, oil replacement things for cars for like $1. So it was insane. So he would not mark it up too far though. He'd only go like, if it was even $100, he would only put like $5 or $10 on it. Just so that he didn't feel bad about marking the price up too much. But also that he would make some type of profit, but not a crazy amount. So what I found was this. And I was like, okay, it's got to be a sort of instrument. And I kept looking at it. And I was like, because there's colors on it. There's like different colors on it, like blue, red. Like I kept going around it. And I was like, what is this thing? And I was like, it has to be like some type of, if you look at the bottom of it, it's kind of like got the, see the red and the blue. I was like, maybe it's all kind of like some type of like thing to put, you know, to ding, and it like dings on different parts. Well, I got this little metal thing and I was using it, and it did work and it did ding, but it didn't sound like any different. And I was like, well, what is this thing? So for years I had it sitting in my stuff. And you know that Google thing where you take the picture and then you find out what it is? I took a picture of it, and you know what it is? I just found out about this, like, not even like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I was excited to tell y'all. It's an incense holder. So you put all your incenses in it, like this. You stick it in here like this. And then, like, either stick it, like, see this right here? You can stick it, if it goes further down, there's a hole right there. So you can stick it in that hole or whatever you want to do. And then also down here. So you can put as many as you want in there. And they're all could be burning all simultaneously. So I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was a musical instrument. So I'm like, well, I've never seen anything like it. So maybe it's like a Chinese or Japanese, like really old thing. And it is vintage. I do know that. It's from like the 60s. So it's worth a lot of money. But I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So the things that you find. So anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. Sorry. I kind of got off subject there. So anyway, the Santa Muerte deck. Sorry about that. I will not go back off the subject. I just wanted to show you how much I love the skulls. And I love wolves so much. And I found a wolf resin. It's on my wish list on Amazon under April Mullins. Mullins. It's not under the SCRY mirror. But you can see which one I'm talking about is what I'm saying. It's a skull and he's howling. And underneath of his feet are a thing for like, it's a Celtic like pattern thing. Now, I have one. That's the thing. She gave it to us at the at the yard sale for like 25-50 cents because we thought it was broke, but it wasn't. And she wanted $1 for it. And I was like, oh, we'll just go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm sure it's probably really expensive. And so we got it. And it was like $30-something on Amazon. So it's the most beautiful. I love it so much. But then it broke. It fell off the table. Somehow, I don't know what happened to it. It broke in two pieces. And then it broke into 3 pieces. I don't know how it happened. So now I'm waiting on that. So I don't know if I'm still trying to debate on ordering it or if I should wait until it goes on sale because it has been going down a little bit. So now it's only like $22 instead of $35 or $37, but I really, really want it. So anyway, let's get back to this though. So skulls. So that's the reason why I finally ended up getting it was because I started looking. I was like, I'm going to look for a mass deck. Also, I have like a very big 2 surprises for you all coming in. One just shipped. That's coming from Canada to me to show you all. And then another one, hardly anyone has it on YouTube right now. So please stay tuned and subscribe so you can see when it comes in. This is something that you will be like, holy crap. As soon as you see it, you'll be like, no way, they did not. So this is a tarot deck by some very specific, special place. And I want you all to see it for the first time. I did not know about it until the other day. And I look up these things every single day. So if I didn't know about it, a lot of people has not been able to know about it. Now, there is a few on YouTube right now. And I'm not going to say what they are. I'm not going to say which deck it is or anything. But it's from a specific place that everybody would be like, holy cow. It was very expensive. It was the most expensive deck I've ever bought. And I will never do it again. But anyway, let's get into this. But there is something to look forward to. So pay attention and subscribe so you can get notified of it when it does come on. And as soon as you see it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. There's 2. This one will probably come first. The one from Canada will come first. And I'm not going to tell you about that one either. But this one will be the second one that comes in. But once you will see it, it's going to be like, oh my God. As soon as I seen it, I didn't know there was a signed one. It was $97 if it was signed by this person. And I really wanted that one so bad. But then the other one was not signed. And so I was like, okay, I'll just get that one. Because they were all sold out. The signed ones were. So I had to get that one anyway. So, and that would have never happened again. I would have never, ever bought a deck for that much money. So, I I would have bought it for that signature, though. There's a reason, though, behind why I would have done it. It holds a special place in my heart. I used to do this, well, I still do this, and it's when I started to do witchcraft and things like that. So you'll understand. We'll talk about it when it comes in. But anyway, let's get back to this because we haven't even started. So anyway, it's Lo Scarebo. I had to get a drink of coffee, sorry. Lo Scarebo. And it is the Book of the Dead. And then on this side, it's got like a little, it says, what does that say? Fabio Listrani. I thought it was going to be Pablo Listrani. Or Fabio. There's no like L though. It's Fabio. Good God. The F instead of a P. Fabio Listrani. And it keeps saying it all the way around. And on the other side, it just says, Fabio Listrani. Listrani. 78 cards with book. So, let's open it. Y'all have already looked at this a million times. So, oh, my hair's in there. There was a package over it, so I had to cut it off. So that's kind of why it looks like that. I'm going to pull everything out. It is a very sturdy box. Very, very nice quality box. A 2-part box. I love these type of boxes. These are one of my favorites. I do like the ones that open with the magnetic, but I do like these as well because they're easy to come open. The only thing I do not like about these is when you're trying to shove it back in with the booklet or whatever. When you're trying to shove them back in, they kind of get messed up. So that's why I don't like using them as much because it's really tight squeeze in there. And I don't want my cards to get messed up just because of the box. Because then what was the point in buying it with the box? So anyway, here is the title card, which is absolutely stunning. I love it. And then here is the backs of the cards. I love them. I love it so much. Look at all the skulls. I love it. Now, at first I was like, oh, that's kind of colorful. And I was like, okay, I absolutely love this deck because you'll see it. In person, you'll see it more. It's not white. It's like a cream color and it has like this little stuff at the top and then around it. And then I like where it keeps going on the sides. You see how the skull candle, candy, I said candle, skull candy, candy skull goes around. So there's the title card. I'm not going to let you look at those yet. Then on the back is that again. I'll put this over it. So here's the book. It looks just like the title card. I'll stick this over here for now. It is a very, very thick deck. Now it is, I'll tell you about it in a minute. We'll look at the book first and I'll tell you about that. So when you go in, of course, this is a Lo Scarebo. So there's only about I think it goes to 70. Maybe not even that many. No, it already starts at, it only goes to 50. So, well, there's that one. It says Santa Muerte Tarot. Okay. So, the advice of the dead. Oh my gosh, so it has advice? Oh, okay, wow. So here, the Queen of Wands. It says the Queen of Wands, and it tells you the Queen of Wands, what it says for the Queen of Wands. Can you all see this? Let me see if I can see it a little bit better. So the Queen of Wands. And then it says the advice of the dead down here. And then it says the King of Wands represents a person who is very dynamic and energetic, projected towards success and capable of optimal and generous advice. Her experience will also bring protection, self-assurance, and professional objectives. Only an excess authoritarianism or obstinacy, if I could talk today, could cause instability, caprice, possessiveness, or the inability to communicate one's own idea. God, how many big words are they going to put in here? I'm just saying, that was like a authoritarianism. See? Anyway, so the advice of the day: concentrate your energies on the fundamental things in order to realize your projects, economizing and cutting off anything superfluous. See, they're putting in words that no one's going to know what, I do, but a lot of people are going to be like, what? What are you talking about? So they kind of overdid it with that, but still, I'm very happy. Because most of the time, the Lo Scarebo white, thank God it's not a white booklet. But on the back it does say Lo Scarebo, artwork, design, and text by Fabio Listrani. But let's go to the front here. There's Chariot. So it says, the advice of the dead. Act and take on with the courage, the road you have decided to face, while conserving a certain prudence and not letting yourself be overwhelmed by your emotions. So, and then it says, the dead are reborn and lie again in the belly of the conscience, is Osman Spare. So let's read about it. There's English, then it tells you all of the other stuff in here. So it is a regular Lo Scarebo deck, but it is got really beautiful colors and stuff in it. I do like that part. Like, it's got really nice coloring. It's like a brown, like a cream color to it. Even the cards are like this too. So if you think they're white, they're not. They're like a cream color, and I love it about them. Because they're not that, they're off-white, so if they kind of get a little dirty, it's fine. And they're not, I'll tell you in a minute anyway. I don't think there's anything discussing with the Santa Muerte Tarot. Okay. Despite what other, let's see. Does it say anything else about it in here? Santa Muerte. Okay, it talks about the artist. And then, despite whatever ambiguities present themselves, what you have in your hands is a deck of cards that celebrates and honors life. The shape through which this celebration unfolds derives from the aesthetic of Mexican and pre-Columbian traditions and cults, and a colorful and floral triptych composed of Santa Muerte, Calavera, Catrina, and Dias de los Muertos. The motif is that death, as it appears to us due to erroneous mental constructs, is not the opposite of life, but rather an integral part of it. It is the opposite, perhaps, of birth, something that is connected to us from the moment we are conceived, when we begin to take shape and become a part of the material world. It is, in fact, the matter in which we are made, formed by molecules that are initially inanimate, that make us mortal, but at the same time, it is that which enables us to evolve, to feel, to love, compose symphonies, create religions, oracle signs, or paint a painting. I was like, what? It is what we inherit from our ancestors, and what in turn leaves an inheritance. The transformation, the evolution of these molecules and atoms also gives us consciousness and an understanding of what we are and what surrounds us. For this reason, we can come to consider death as a gift that the universe, through us, makes to itself. And that's true. Like, if you think about it, it's like it is the ending, but it's the beginning of someone else's world. Like when you have your children, it's their time now. Things like that. Through our eyes and those of all the people who have come before us, it is as if the universe is looking at itself. We physically are part of the same great consciousness. Then the arc of our lives have a subjective experience of self. Through our eyes, the universe sees itself, is amazed, is moved, celebrates itself, and knows that it exists. In contrast to other cults, the cult of Santa Muerte transcends borders and spirituality. In whatever context, time, or place, we can rightly doubt anything from government and laws, a politician or a prophet, religion and dogma, science or morals, but no one can argue with the power of death. And that is the truth. This presence is a fact that everyone can agree with. Equal, honest, democratic, and able to give voice to a cult of rebellion, even to the outcast, to the classes reputed to be inferior, and to the infidels. Santa Muerte is a fact totally separate from all those illusory human manifestations that inevitably end in corrupting us, decaying, or becoming a means of oppression in the hands of the dominant class. Their interests are never those of ordinary men sharing and participation, but on the contrary, they value only self-preservation, generating fear, inequality, and building walls. So it talks about the figure and stuff. I'm not going to go into all that, but it does tell you the following are descriptions of both the 78 positive and negative meanings of this. Wait, no, it doesn't. There's the Fool. It's just showing you the positive and says the positive and the negative meanings, along with the advice, simple and direct, that each card communicates, drawing from the deep well of ancestral memory and wisdom. So it says the Fool. Whether it be the beginning or the end of a new project or a journey, what the Fool brings with him is a great flood of energy, a feeling of light. So this is a bigger, like Los SCAREBO doesn't really do this big of an in-depth description on their card. So this is actually one of the first ones I've seen that are actually pretty like crazily big. So it says the road in which it finds himself, whether going towards or moving away from something, can be seen as an escape or as a liberation. It is nevertheless always illuminated by intuition or perspicacity. If we are in the middle of a problem or a negative moment, this is because the card can bring with it as baggage things like chaos, impulsiveness, indecision. It can lead to irrational choices, incoherence, or the flightness of a butterfly. The advice of the dead: continue along your road, having focused on your objectives, often traveling lightly and freeing yourself of some baggage can help you channel your energies better. So it kind of does give a negative and positive, but I don't know. So there is the title card, which looks just like the book. And I don't think there's any spreads in there. I'll look really quick to make for sure, but I do not think that, yeah, the other one's, it's either Chinese or Portuguese or something like that, I believe. The last one is. There are no spreads. Oh, there is spreads in here. So if you go into the back of the book, there are a few spreads in here for you. There is the Ouija, the Oracle of the Dead. There's an Ouija spread right here, if y'all can see that, which is really cool. So it does A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And then it tells you one deck composed of the 22 minors. 5 decks are thereof created. So you have to do, I'm so confused. So it says, for the method of the reading cards, which goes into detail and into every aspect of the querent, we use the entire deck. Divide this into more into 5 parts, keeping the major arcana separate from the minor arcana, which in turn will be divided into subgroups, keeping the suits separate. And then it tells you how to do it. So, and then the card of the day, what the dead advises us to do. And then I think that's all they've done for that one. So, and there's good illustrations in there, but the one that I like is the Ouija one. But I don't know why they would do that, like put the whole deck into 5 parts. Whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. So there is the, you can tell the card filling up, like, is very, it's pretty thick. Now, it is a very slick back front deck. I love this. I love the feeling of this. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Off of Dumb and Dumber, he's like, I like it a lot. Anyway, let's check it with the Mythos Tarot and see if it is, in fact, the same size or... Oh my God, it's like dead on. Dead on. Kind of looks, yeah, it's a little bit bigger at the end. See it? Kind of hanging out there. Yeah, see it at the end? It's kind of hanging out there. So if we do it like this, there's nothing coming out. It's like dead on the length, but this is a little bit wider, just a tad bit wider. So it is like that on the, I like that. I love bigger decks, and I love this card deck. It's good feeling. It's kind of it is a matte slick, or not matte, it's slick. It's not any type of like cardstock, like feels like cardboardy or anything like that. It's a very slick card deck. Now the fronts, it feels a little like cardboardy, but still slick. So I'm going to put those aside. Let's put those away over here. And I will stick that right here. And we're going to start with the, here's the deck. Look how thick that deck is. And like I said, the card deck is like a cream color. It's not completely white. So I wanted you all to know that. Let me press it and see you up there. So I don't know why the cards keep doing that. But you'll be able to see it a little bit better now. But all the deck, the backs, look just like that. I love it. And it's very slick. You can tell look how slick it is because of like the slickness of it. But it's not like it's like a cream color. And then I'm going to show you this here. So we're going to start. So the first one is the Fool, and I like where it just says the Fool here. But on the sides, if you look, there's the 0. See? So the whole part down through here is what the card says. Can you all see that? So see what the card says? I don't know why it's doing this. Let me see if I can move it down. I'm going to see it a little bit better. I do that. See how like the color changes? I don't know why it does that. So watch this. So if you do this, and it's too dark, we touch it, and the color changes automatically. I don't know why it does that. So there is that one. Then there is the Magician. I love this one. Look at the candles on top of the hat. I love that. I don't see the infinity sign though. Maybe there is one. I'm not seeing it yet. I figured it'd be like, look, the knives are like hanging off, and there's like a cup hanging off, and like, see where he's like figuring out which one is under which one of the, and then there's the palmistry hand. There is so much like I love these cards. There's so much in every single card, like the back of it, like all the beautiful stuff they have, and like, this is the High Priestess, but she's reading out of her book and doing her magic, and then she's got all of this, and it's just, this is the one that I do not see the half moon, but it curls up here. I do not see the B and the J though, like the columns. I don't see that with the High Priestess. This is the first one I haven't seen like that. So maybe that's why it's, the backing of it looks like that, because of that. But there is like some type of head thing with her. The Empress, she is beautiful. Look at her. It's like all red. I love that. Empress is beautiful. I love how they did this. I love how they made the entire card all about this. But at the bottom, they made like a border to just do the numbers and the names. I really like that a lot. They didn't put anything up here at the top. Everything's at the bottom. Everything you need is at the bottom if you need to know it. I really like that. Very thick cardstock too, by the way. Not thick, but just like look at it. You've seen how thick the deck is too. See? So you can tell by the way that the cardstock looks that it's very thick. This was probably going to be one of my favorite decks. I'm just going to say. It's just the way it looks, the way it is. It's like a fun. I think they wanted to make it do that like that. Because Saint Muerte is death. So I think they wanted to make it like more of a funny, fun death kind of situation. To make it not so serious. Because a lot of them are. Now he has a leg here, but this one he doesn't. He has a prosthetic, but it's an anchor. Which is really cool. It's the Emperor. And then he's got the staff here. Like there is so much to look to into these in the background and everything. There's butterflies up here. It's so beautiful. What a great deck. This one's an amazing deck. I love this. There is the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, I love this Hierophant. Love him. Love this Hierophant. Reminds me of what's his name off of Pirates of the Caribbean. What's his name with the beard? The captain. That's fighting with Jack at the beginning of the first movie. I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it. And then it moves into like testicles, like his tentacles and stuff like that. But look at the colors up here. Is that not beautiful? It looks like an Ouija board that he's... Oh, it is. It is. There's the planchettes moving, and then he's doing that stuff, yes. And where this is Saint Muerte, the Book of the Dead, he's trying to reach the book of the people in the dead. And see underneath there all the skulls and stuff. There is so much to look at in this deck. And then up above, you'll see like little jars hanging down. And then like off of his hat, there's stuff. There's so much to look at. Wow. And I'm just on that one. There's the Lovers. And look at the key. The key. Instead of Cupid, it's the key on wings for the Lovers. And then the key goes into their locket right there. I absolutely love that. And then still look at the background. This is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. my favorite deck now. Besides the Medieval Feathers Tarot and the Baroque Tarot, this is my favorite deck now. This one, the Housewives, and but this one is over the Housewives, I think. And this is the Chariot, so you can tell that he is... It's like they're in the parade. That's what it is. You know, the Day of the Dead parade? They're in that parade. That's why it's the Chariot. We need to keep going. I'm taking up so much time. Strength. It's just so colorful. I love it. Like I said, everything's down here all you need to know. Let's see when it gets to the... I've not seen these like you all haven't. I had it this long, and I opened the package, and I've seen the first big part, and that was it. I've never looked at the cards, so I'm very, very happy to look at these with you. So you all are seeing them the first time, like as I'm seeing them. I love the Hermit being in the coffin, because it's like he's alone. It's kind of makes me sad. This is the first Hermit that makes me really sad. I love that, though. This is the Wheel of Fortune. And look at it. It's them turning the wheel. And look at what's on the front. The hourglass. Like the Tom. Like it will be Tom. Like for a death. That's crazy. Justice. I love the Justice card. Love it. The Justice card is awesome. I love that. Look at all of the flowers in every one of them. They're so colorful. Even when they're dark, they're colorful. There is the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And there's so much stuff, like you can, like, there's the Lotus. Or is that the, that is the Lotus, isn't it? I'm trying to figure out if that's the Lotus or the, yeah, that's the Lotus, right? Like the water lily. There's Santa Muerte, Death. And look at it, Santa Muerte. Beautiful. So that was on the front of the box. Temperance. And then look behind her, the Mayan empire that everybody looks at, that y'all can go visit, like in Mexico, the Aztec. And then there's water underneath of her. The Devil. Which, look, he's using them as puppets. That is so smart to do that like that. Did you say he's doing the puppets? Oh my God, that's super smart. I love that. And the tower is like, if you look sideways, there's a door. Then it kind of goes this way. And it's kind of like, it's going like every which way up to the top. It's like you know, back in old times when like there were apartments and there was like 30 people in one bedroom or whatever apartment. So that's probably why, or just the way it is in New Orleans back then. Even now, the star. I love that one. The moon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was lily pads in the Hanged Man. So yeah, it was lilies because it was lily pads, and the lily was on the pad. So you see her reflection as a young woman, but you can see that by time. Look at that for the moon. Not everything is what it seems. Yeah, it's like you don't have a lot of time. The sun. That one's wicked. Look at the sun. It's like, you know, the sun always has this. The rays come out straight. They're flopping over like that, like tilted. I love that. And they're always with their like banjo or their guitars, not their banjos. Then this is Judgment, which is a funeral. The World. On top of the world, but look, she's on. I love that. And she's got the hourglass. This is probably one of my... I've never seen the world. This one's probably my favorite world so far. I'm not a fan of... the only ones I like out of the major arcana are the Lovers and the Death card and my Star card, or the Devil. And the Star card. Every one of these have been my favorite so far. And that's just those cards, and they're that thick. So it shows you how pretty this deck is. So we have the Ace of, what, Cups? One of Cups. So yeah, it does the same thing on all of them. That's a beautiful one. Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, look how it's pouring into her, so it's like they both share the same. I love that. Three of Cups, Celebration. Got the heart in the middle. Four of Cups. He's sad. Five of Cups. Very sad. See that? It looks like he's like in his head. He's thinking like, oh my gosh, is that not the truth? Like if you're sad or grief or lonely or anything like that, you feel like you're like in your own little maze trying to think things through and stuff. That's so true. Six of Cups. Is memories, nostalgia, childlike innocence. This one's different. Seven of Cups. It's just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Eight of Cups. I love that. Look at the water coming out. Notice cups are water. It's a water sign. But how they're coming out as she's tilting down, it's like she's crying. Like having to walk away because of what. Eight of Cups is walking away from something that no longer serves you. And it's like she's kind of upset about it. Nine of Cups. On the ship. I've noticed that all the 10s, I've seen like in the reviews, all the 10 of like of anything are a butterfly, I believe. That is so beautiful. So beautiful, all of that. So the page, I'll get a little quicker. The Knight, the Queen. Look at her eyes, are even hearts. And the King of Cups are blue. I like that. The next are Pentacles. Oh, so they're green. That makes sense. So the Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is decision, like decisions. I don't know why it'd be two people again. Three is watering the three plants. I was like, please don't let them be pips, because I will die. I like it so much, and if it becomes pips, I will die. And that's Four of Pentacles, which is like, see how she's pulling him away from the bank, like, don't go in and get any money. And she looks like she's like a bride. She's like, don't you want to get any money? We were trying to save. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, he's doing the, moving the, saying how long it's going to take, like counting the days. Because Seven of Pentacles is, you're planted your heart, like you planted your harvest, but you're waiting on your harvest. So it's kind of waiting. Eight of Pentacles is mastering a skill. But I don't see anything. Oh, there's like a money bag underneath of him. Like one of those, like I have one I just got from Witch Cascade. It's a leather pouch for money. Like, Nine of Pentacles. Yep. See the 10 of Pentacles? Is like it's a butterfly, but it's green. Page of Pentacles. I don't know why it's doing that again with the color. Oh, it's like you can't see it. She's got like the bag that she's putting stuff in. Knight. The Queen. She's going to be going in the orchard. And the King of Pentacles, which means, of course, money. Having lots of money or getting buried treasure. Alright, the next is Wands, and it's red, so that makes sense. Fire. Can you see it better now? Now, there we go. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. We got the two smoking guns. Three of Wands. It's got like a little, it's like a dragon or a bird or something. Four of Wands is marriage and celebrating a marriage. I love these cards so much. Cannot wait to shuffle them and play with them. Five of Wands. It says fire. Is he lighting a match? You guys got 5 matches for the Six of Wands. Success and happiness. Or success and victory, I'm sorry. Seven of Wands. Oh, I love that. Wow, I love that. Look at that. 8 of Wands. How fast it is. Wow. 9. And then, of course, the 10 is the butterfly. Why is it doing this? Makes me so mad. Page. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, yeah, she's got like a King of Wands. Alright, so the last one is Swords, which the swords look yellow. Or, yeah, like a yellowish color. And there we go. Swords, see how like bright it shines. 2 is like the scissors. 3. Oh, okay, so it's like he's got 2 stuck in him already. And then there's another one in his hand, so it's 3 swords, like. And look at their eyes, they look like aces, or spades, I mean. 4 of Pentacles, or 4 of Swords. Like taking a break, a rest. 5 of Swords. 6 of Swords, moving to better waters. 7. I wish I could just keep going. I love this deck so much. I wish I would do 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Which, of course, is like the anxiety and depression. I mean, I was asleep. 10. Look at that. And look at the background. Looks like Emerald City back there. What is that? Oh, it's just swords in the back. Okay. It looked like skyscrapers or something. I don't know. There's the page. I have an ink quill like this, and I love it. See how all the swords are eyes are spades? I wonder if all of... I need to look at that in a minute. If they're all like that. Because remember the hearts, the cups were heart eyes. And then the spades are like... I wonder if it's like for... the cards are like that. See the spades in her eye? The Queen of Swords. And the King of Spades eyes. I wonder what that is in... What was it in the... The wands were just regular eyes. Well, not really. So there's aces. No, it'd be spades, clubs. Spades, clubs, hearts, and right, spades, clubs, hearts. Let's see what their eyes look like. See, they're like They look like clubs. Or like... See, there's a spade. Let's look at the ace. It's like they're clubs. This is aces. Let's see what these were. Let's see what the pinnacles were. Their eyes were the same too. No, theirs were like a diamond. See how theirs were diamond for like money? It's more like diamond. See it? So I think that would mean diamond for like, that's really cool. That's like diamonds. So then this is diamonds. The wands are clubs, then, if that's the case. And then these, of course, these would be hearts. So hearts, diamonds. Let's see what these look like for after the cups. Because, see, they've got the hearts. So then, see, they would be like the diamonds, or the stars would be diamonds. You know, like for regular card playing, I swear I think that's what that's for. And then these are like clubs. Because how the clubs kind of... And then these are the spades for that. And the wands are... so there's hearts, the bottom. So it'd be hearts for them. If you know theirs has got the hearts. Well, that's for all of them, so it don't really matter with them. Star cards, so the world, see how they had the hearts. So it's hearts. They're the diamonds. The pinnacles are the diamonds. And then these are the clubs. And these are the spades. See how his eyes are the spade. So yeah, it's like playing cards. Just not noticed that. I wonder if anybody else noticed that. It doesn't say anything in there about that. Unless at the beginning it says anything about this. I want to know. But I'm dying to know if it's got anything to do. He projects, in fact, include a great variety of other various pulp factors of the spectrum of the best in contemporary. Night Sun Tarot. He did Night Sun Tarot. This deck received very positive acclaim from critics and the public, as well as the article. Tarot Sophist International and the Cartomancer. I didn't know they had those kind of magazines. I need to look at those. I don't see anything in the flame. No, don't say anything about it. So, don't say anything about it. So, oops, sorry. So maybe that's the only thing we do know is that they actually be used as playing cards if need be. So that's why they did that. So there you go. Thank you all so much for watching that with me. I'm so sorry it took so long. I got off onto another subject. I apologize. And I will see you next time when we do some books. The next thing we're going to do is I've started some hoodoo and voodoo books. So I have about 13 or 14 of those that I've just started. The Psychic Witch, Marie Laveau, her grimoire, and Candle Magic, and also the Witchinary is coming. So after those two surprises that I'm waiting on, I'm going to still be doing some spells throughout. So please subscribe if you want to see spells. I'm going to be doing some green rice and putting the green rice with what I want to put into my money bowl. So we're going to do in a money bowl after I've showed the green rice, and I want to show the next part of it. I'm mixing the green rice with the dried herbs, and some people put a little bit of oil in it. I would not put the oil in the container. I would only put it in the bowl that you're using at that moment, because you do not want that to go rancid over time, because you're going to be using the, oh, sorry, I keep hitting this. So, we'll talk about it later, but there are spells that are coming up that I'm going to be doing also going to be doing how to do a scrying mirror, and also how to do the money bowl, and also I'm going to be doing something on Saint Expedite. If you are wanting money right now and you need it really badly, I will show you exactly how to do that fast. And also how to do, again, I'm going to show you how to do an ammonia jar, which is going to bring you money about like the next day or within a week. We'll see. So thank you all so much. I will see you all later. If you all want a spell and you want to know, or you're trying to figure out like an oil that you want, let me know, because I can make it. I can make any type of oil you need. Just let me know, and I will show you how to make it, and I'll make a video on it. I think I'm going to do a 4 Thieves vinegar. I'm going to do a type of oil. I may do a uncrossing oil and protection oil and a few other oils. So just let me know what type of oils you want to see. Thank you. And please comment down below what you thought of this. I really, really want to know, because this is like my new favorite deck now. I love this deck. I cannot wait to show it on TikTok. They only have 10-minute slots, like videos, so I can show it on there for 10 minutes and that's it. So I can't go in depth like I do here. So that's why I do it in depth so much here. But if you go to TikTok, it's like 10 minutes. So it's half a quarter as long. So thank you all. Have a good day. I will see you later. Thank you, and please subscribe and like the channel.